Okay guys, you've made it to the last little section here of constructing our income statement. We just calculated our cost of goods sold, so we've gotten all of our manufacturing costs done. Now we need to look at our selling and admin expenses. So we're going to scroll up here, and it's going to tell us that our variable, remember selling and admin can have both a variable and a fixed component, that our variable selling and admin is $3 per unit sold, and our fixed is going to be $54,000 per month. So how many units, budgeted unit sales, how many units are we going to sell? Fill that in again. Okay. And again, remember this is going on the income statement, so we're not focused on what we're putting into ending inventory. That's going to stay on the balance sheet until we sell it. What we're focused on here is what goes on the income statement, and that is everything that we actually sold in the current period. So this is what we're projecting we're going to sell in each period. Our variable cost per unit sold is going to be $3. So that's our variable selling and admin cost for each period. And then our fixed is going to stay the same each period. Scroll back up and look at that again. Okay, $54,000 each month. So I'm going to fill that in. So this is going to be our total selling and admin expenses for each period. As you can imagine, and we'll look at some examples a little bit later, this can have tons of departments in it. This can have your HR, your finance department, your IT department, your marketing department. It can have a lot of different departments in it, and they all may have a lot of different costs. So this can also be a really complex, very detailed budget that a lot of different department heads are responsible for providing information for. But we've got a pretty simplified example right here. So that's our selling and admin expense. So now we're ready to complete our income statement. So what are our sales going to be? Let's go all the way back up to our sales budget. This was our sales budget that we started with. I'm going to just copy this. So these are our sales dollars. Then we're going to need our cost of goods sold. And here is our cost of goods sold. And again, your homework, you are more than welcome to use formulas, so you can link it to cells above. However you want to complete your homework is fine with me. This is not an Excel class, so if you don't know formulas, I'm not expecting you to know how to do them. So this is our gross margin. Remember, our gross margin is our sales minus our cost of goods sold. So this is our gross margin for each period. Then we're going to look at subtracting out our selling and admin expenses. So those are going to be right up here. So if you look at that, this is our operating income. So for June, our operating income is going to be $4,800. For July, it's going to be $16,000, and for August, it's going to be $66,000. If you think back to your break-even analysis you did in prior chapters, you can see that June is coming pretty close to our break-even. So if we sold much less than this, we'd have a negative profit. So that kind of ties it all together. Your textbook also shows interest expense and taxes. I'm kind of leaving those out to simplify it for right now, but that's the next two items you would carry on if we were going to do the full income statement. So this concludes this section for right now. If you have any questions, please let me know.